How far do you want to get with your BPM project? Is just documentation enough? The implementation of BPM is essentially a project of organizational culture change, ensuring transparency and control in all tasks of your company. This is achievable through automation. My name's Claire from HEFLO, and in this video we will automate a process. The first step is to activate the feature. To do this, simply go to the Properties tab and click the Automated Process attribute. Click the On button. So I clicked here above and I received a confirmation message. On the next step, we will set up the responsibilities, and for that, we will use lanes. Until now, the lanes were only used for documentation. But now, they will define which teams and people perform certain actions. So let's start by configuring the client. I selected Client by clicking there on the plus button in the Performer field. I'm going to name it Client, and the type, I'm going to select Everyone. Then I'll set up Sales again. Here, I'll call Sales to, and in this case, I will register and invite a person. And here, I'm going to put Carl. To send the invitation, I will ask you to use a second email, different from the one you used to create your HEFLO account. I will send this invitation, then, with the role User. The user is a profile to see a list of automation tasks. I clicked Confirm, and the invitation's already been sent. Clicked Confirm again. Okay, let's see how Gmail is with this invitation. So, see? The invitation has already arrived. Now we'll repeat more quickly for the other users. The responsibility part is now concluded. Once the responsibility setting is complete, it is time to define the forms. Well, for the form, I'm going to do the following. I'll introduce a form in this activity, where the client's demand will be registered. To add a form, just click on this icon and drag it here. Then click on the clipboard icon. After clicking there, a form editor appears. So here's where I'll list all the fields that will appear to record our client's demand. HEFLO's form editor allows the creation of responsive interfaces. Responsiveness is an app's characteristic of adapting to any type of device. To add a field is quite easy. All it takes is to click on this plus icon, click on New Property, and I'll start creating my custom fields. The essential attributes are text and type. The description field is optional and serves to give some detail about the field. In some cases, as in the case of the checkbox field, the text can be very long, and it is difficult to identify the field in other product tools, such as the dashboard. So the name works as a nickname to identify the field in these locations. In my case, I will create a field named Request, and it will be of the type text. I want the request to be edited in that single selection field, and the options that the user will have will be the following. Cool. So I clicked on Confirm, and the field was created, and is already in the form. Now I'll create another field, that is, Name, where you put the client's name. It's a free typing field in this case. Of course, it would be nice to have the client come from a database, not having to specify and type the client's name. But again, it's a simple example just for us to master the feature. Now, an email field. And I concluded here the relation of the fields. I'm still going to do the following. When I click on the field, it opens a panel with additional attributes, which is the use of that field in a form. A very important detail. All the fields that we created here can be reused in other forms. And here, it will have a request feature, which here in the form is mandatory. The name field is also required, and so is the email field. I will now go to the commercial activity. Again, I will add a field. Notice that those fields are in my repository, but I want to create another one here. This field will be of the type currency, so it's a field proper for storing monetary values. And it will be optional, only filled in when there is a deal. Now the technician. I will call it solution. Field type text for free typing. Multi-lines, and it is mandatory. And here we will record client satisfaction. It will also be type text. Here we will have 3 very simple options. I have also finished, and it will be a required field. Now that I've finished all the configuration, I need to do the validation. So to validate everything, I need to click here on the stamp icon. Okay, so it was validated without anything pending. So now I go to the publication. I go to Actions, scroll down, and click Publish Automation. It appeared here, Process Version successfully activated. A very important detail here. After I publish the automation, or on the portal, several points of the process are on a read-only state. Once published, you can make some adjustments. For example, I can change the description of the task, the description of some field, and change some configuration of the gateway. But if you want to evolve a process, what is the procedure? You come here in Actions, then Create New Version. Then you introduce improvements in your new version of the process, then publishing it. Well, in terms of configuration, that is what I had to show. In the next video, we will see the execution part. I will put this link soon in the sequence, so if you have any questions or concerns, leave them in the chat tool. Also, tell us what you thought about it. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.